Hey guys, James back with you with another movie, this time World War II. Well, let's just say it has something to do with World War II, some 15 years afterward. I'm sure you've heard the name Adolf Eichmann. If you haven't, you should know it. Adolf Eichmann, a former SS officer, high-ranking colonel, under the command of Reinhard Heydrich, who instrumented the Jewish question, following the orders of Goering. Came together with the final solution to kill Jewish people, to execute them by by gas chamber and then cremating their bodies, etc., etc. Some 15 years after that, they tracked down Eichmann after the war and prosecuted him and eventually hung him. But you see all kinds of movies telling us about Eichmann and how the Mossad went after him, got him, flew him back to Israel for trial. But we didn't see the interrogation. Well, the movie I'm about to show you does just that. Filmed in 2018, Operation Fanal. Starring Oscar Isaac as Peter Malkin and Ben Kingsley as Adolf Eichmann. A terrific performance. What they're trying to do now they captured Eichmann and got him back to where they need to have him in Israel. The thing is, we need to get a confession out of him and make the trial go smoother and learn all he knows. This man was, how would you say it, evil defined as evil. Watch this.
There is nothing attractive about playing Adolf Eichmann. But what compels me to play him is the story of the capturing of a monster and honoring all that monster's victims.
You get to meet the characters that were involved. I played Peter Malkin, who wrote a book called Eichmann in My Hands. He was the one that was going to figure out how to actually grab Eichmann and bring him back.
It's a story that is not only incredibly dramatic and thrilling, it happens to be true.
That's where you grab him.
What I wanted to avoid was to portray just a villain who is easily dismissed as such.
Adolf Eichmann, who is less famous than Hitler but equally lethal and horrific a figure in the Holocaust, was one of the very few Nazis, especially at that rank, that was able to flee and escape Nuremberg and escape death.
That call comes into the Mossad that they found him, they know where he is.
A bullet would be easier than dragging him here.
Eichmann will stand trial here in Israel. What stood out to me about the script was we knew some broad strokes of that story, but you don't know the details, you don't know the stories of the individuals involved.
How many did you lose?
Of course, nothing went exactly how they wanted.
We should string him up and beat a signature out of him.
I'd actually studied Adolf Eichmann back at university, and I realized there was actually like a really interesting story to be told around Peter Malkin's wrangling with his past.
I saw him with his boy.
This script is credible and is based in genuine patterns of human behavior.
You're the man who grabbed me. I know your voice.
Malkin ends up filling this strange role that he didn't expect, which is the person to empathize with this monster. Tell them what you told me about the orders you ignored.
They'll only hear the ones I took.
Oscar Isaac's kind of heroic exterior, but a genuine vulnerability and humanity beneath it makes him truly the only person we ever thought about for this role.
Whom did we take from you, Peter?
We lost $6 million.
I'm asking about you.
When it came to Eichmann, Serban was an obvious and amazing choice. He is able to bring a tremendous amount of pathos and charisma to a character like this.
You want me to stand trial in place of an entire regime?
All real evil geniuses have brilliance to them. Even when he's in pajamas and blindfolded, how is he still intimidating and how does he still hold the control in these negotiations?
Peter Malkin was a bit of a loose cannon. He and Rafi are close friends.
Raph, you know any rock and roll?
Is the Pope Catholic?
It was great to get to hang out that much with Nick. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met.
Like some great comic actors, they actually have a tremendous facility for drama as well.
I'll find my own way home.
Tell me what it was like.
The bond that you see on screen is the bond that exists between all of these folks.
Mom, I'm the mom. That's how
We became friends. After a week, we were like just enjoying so much working together.
It's a terrific mix of characters who play very well opposite each other. I mean, I could go on about my cast. I really love my cast. There's a glamour to the period and to the very nature of espionage at the time. Buenos Aires is the city in which the subduction took place. Some of the places remain there, like the Cine York movie theater where Sylvia Herman and Klaus Eichmann met is still there, and we shot there.
Luckily, Buenos Aires is a very modern, very bustling city, but there are large sections that haven't been updated.
We're really benefiting from a city that is aging beautifully. Tira, the safe house, was essentially a house from the period that we took over, but completely revamped in order to shoot it the way that we wanted to, just in terms of repainting everything, bringing in new furniture, texturing it all.
We worked very, very hard at every level with the props, with the set dressing, with the paperwork.
Stacks of ludicrous scribblings and writings and research on his desk, his spectacles, everything was there.
I helped some of the department to produce all the stuff in Hebrew.
Abner is an ex-Mossad member, and he knows everything that there is to know about this mission.
This is one of the most important stories of the Jewish people. My mission is to tell the story of Operation Finale because the capture goes together with the trial.
The original courtroom was more than just a trial. It was a presentation of a trial to the world. The glass box that Eichmann sits in during the trial. We adapted it for some filming reasons, but we tried to make it feel quite like the original one.
Eichmann had this nervous twitch in his face that he would sometimes, like, go like this and it would look like a smile. So when I saw Shervin Kingsley looked into the audience and did this thing that was incredible, really like history repeating.
Israel should be extremely proud of the effort they put into capturing and displaying Eichmann for the world.
This is the most historically well-informed version of this story that has ever been told.
Chris Weitz has been one of the best collaborators that I've ever had a chance to make a film with.
Chris wanted to know what we thought about our characters, about scenes, not only at the beginning, but at the beginning of every day.
He kind of just like lets the actor go with their instinct and then directs from there, as opposed to saying, do this, do that, and putting things in your head beforehand.
There's a confluence of ideas and motives, and it's very rare and wonderful.
It feels great to be on a set with someone who knows what he wants. He's such a great captain.
It's pretty rare, I think, to find a movie that is as meaningful and powerful wrapped around as thrilling an event.
The stakes were so high on the downside and hard to justify on the upside. And so the fact that the Mossad not only chose to execute this mission, but pulled it off is an absolute miracle and is astounding.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little insight on the movie, how it was made, and what exactly they were trying to do. Of course, one of the actors was a former Mossad agent, retired agent. So they were able to pull this off with, with authenticity. And go get the guy, interrogate him, bring him to trial for his crimes. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll add this and many others to your collection. Until next time, have a blessed day.